Hey, what is up guys, GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Silver and Blood video. So let's talk a little bit more about this. I got busy a couple of days ago. Plenty of games were released last week. Alright, alongside with Silver and Blood, we got Uma Musume and Persona 5 Phantom X. Those two other titles basically have a little bit of massive IP backing them up. With Persona, I'm sure everybody has heard of Persona before, right, in their life. But Uma Musume also had a prior JP release. Now Silver and Blood, on the other hand, this is going to be a very niche title that most players might not have heard of or might not be aware of. Now this game doesn't have a prior release as far as I know in the CN or the JP server, but there is a couple of betas that have happened before in the past. So let's first talk about what the game is going to be all about in terms of the gameplay, in terms of the systems as a whole, and of course we're gonna try to cover as many things as we can, right? First up, if you are rerolling in this game, you can play past the tutorial and then you can try to do your first 10 roll. Now there's a catch, however. Rerolling is going to be specifically unique to PC client. Alright, so if you choose a guest account and you try to uninstall the game, you try to delete data or whatever, that particular guest account sticks to your device. So the only way for you to remove that, as far as I know right now, is to basically delete the registry files. Now this is going to be a little bit scary for some people, I get it, right? Because you're messing up with your PC's registry. Do not delete the wrong things, alright? So you install and play the PC client, alright? Until 1-5, you unlock the mailbox, the mail rewards, use the coupon codes and all the relevant stuff. Close the game, alright? Make sure this is very important. Run the registry editor on Windows, and then this is what you do. Alright, computer, HKey, current user, software, Nova, Silver and Blood. You delete the registry entries inside this particular folder, and then you launch the game all over again with a fresh new guest account. Now, any other method seems to not work. They have made it very, very difficult to reroll. So your guest account is pretty much tied to that particular one. If you are trying to do this on phone, I'm not sure if there's any other method. So it is going to benefit the PC players more. Now regarding the PC client, you can download it specifically from the official website silverandblood.moontoon.com. Alright, you can see there's a Windows client right here. So that's going to be that. I'll leave the link in the description below. Hashtag not sponsored, by the way. If this is sponsored, I would have made the video earlier. So let's talk a little bit more about the reroll tier list. So right now, as of me recording this video, this is going to be a tier list that you will see being shared across many users. Now I have been told that some characters have changed a little bit between some of these characters, specifically this one called the Starry-Eyed Iona. She's apparently the best healer in the game right now, so she's pretty much S tier. But a lot of these characters, they are in S tier right now. You gotta be very careful. This is going to be much more of a CBT tier list, a closed beta test back then. So there are some things that might have changed, so take it with a grain of salt. I have uploaded this on my official Reddit as well, so you guys can check it out right there. So let's talk a little bit more about the systems. Alright, we talk a little bit more about the gacha, and then we jump into a couple of things. Yesterday, or was it 2 days ago, the Lamia banner has opened. So this is going to be this particular red up banner. So Lamia is one of the best character. This is a red up banner that you should try to consider pulling or try to consider getting. And then we also have the standard banner right here. Once you have done a couple of multiple pulls, and then you can do this thing called the Alta, which is basically like a wish list system. If you guys follow me from Nikkei, this is going to feel very, very familiar. Alright, all of these characters, you can basically wish list them, and you are also going to need that particular dupes for some characters to bypass certain gates in the leveling system in itself. Alright, so we have multiple different ones. This is going to use pay very close attention that every single banner is a bit different. This one is going to be a red up banner. It's going to consume this thing called the red up ticket or the vestige or love. And then the standard banner one is going to use this thing called the soothing embrace. They look a bit different. This one is like whitish color. This one is like the reddish color, right? And then we also have this one, the waxing moon. Alright, guaranteed 1 SSR vessel in 10 herald. So this particular one can be obtained by purchasing, I think it's a paid only banner. And then we have, last but not least, a so-called friendship banner that you can basically get this thing, Dusk Veil Ribbon, that you basically need to do it similar to Nikkei, friendship points. You guys are aware of that, right now. So let's talk a little bit more about the characters right here. I want to go into the we are going to go into the details, and then The reason why I'm going to compare this with Nikke a lot is because I want you guys to look at some of these particular characters right here, right? So we got the regular SSR characters. So the rate up is going to be 4%, as you can see. Again, very similar to Nikke. Alright, you're going to see the similarity with Nikke a lot. And then you can see all of these characters are going to be 0.2% to obtain them, 4% chance for each of them. However, they are the so-called extra rare characters, or the UR characters in this particular one, which you can see this is going to be the lesser rate, 0.0833% compared to the 0.233%. So these are the so-called pilgrim characters, or the light and dark characters in this particular game. Alright, the incendiary agares, the transcendent characters. I already got this guy, incendiary agares. So this is supposedly, I don't know if he's the same VA as Dio. Maybe it is, you know, a lot of people have been saying that. So as you can see, Transcendent Noah as well right here. He's the main character and there's a Transcendent version of him. We also got the Transcendent Amy. Alright, so as you can see, the artwork of this game is pretty cool. I will show you guys more later on. This is going to be Transcendent Hattie. Okay, so not to be confused, Hattie, some of these characters have two variants. This is a Transcendent one, which is like the higher rarity one. We also got Li Min right here. Alright. And last but not least, this is Seth right here, which is also, you know, you can obtain from this particular banner. So you can see all of these particular so-called pilgrim characters, generally they tend to be higher in the tier list rankings based on the previous CBT tier list. So keep that in mind. So again, this is going to be how it is. So if you are rerolling, those are going to be the characters that you want to try to obtain, the transcendent characters. So you just try to roll here, I guess. Okay. Yellow? Only yellow? So yellow is only SR. You got Transcendent Emmy? That's pretty good, I guess. 4%. Nikke rates. Okay, who do I get, guys? Who do I get? Iona. Okay. Henry. Goldland, I already got him. Alright. If you get 3 hammers, then SSR. Oh my god. Goldland back to back. Iona is a good healer, I'll take it. Ew. Goldland again? 3 gold. 3 Goldland. 3. Red, guys, red. One more hammer, one more hammer. Yo! Boom! Okay. One more hammer. Okay. 4%. 4%, guys. We're not messing around here. 4%. Okay, who shall it be? It's time. It's time for the huge. Please be huge. Please. No more dudes, man. No more dudes. Okay, enough dudes for the day. Okay, Jenny. Oh, Baphomet. Okay, cool dude. Baphomet is cool. Out of all the dude, Baphomet is pretty cool. But it's about the SSR. Okay? Okay, we got Jestel for now. Next one, alright? Okay, so where is it? Remember, we got 1 red. Okay, Gadrick. Okay, another Jester. Okay, I'll build her. 3 Golan. Okay, Noah is here again. Dudes are important. Okay, next one. Here comes. Please, no dude, no dude. Oh my. Incendiary Agares. Oh, we got the Pilgrim. Oh my goodness. 0.0 something %. Oh my goodness. Chest on fire. Wow. Dudes are winning. Alright, dudes are winning, guys. Holy love. Sometimes you gotta get the dudes. You get what I'm saying? You cannot defy the dudes. Okay? Just take it, alright? Just take it. Booba bounce off. Dudes only, alright? Guys, if you cannot hate dudes and play this game. You get what I'm saying? You cannot hate dudes. This game I recommend this for dude lovers. Dude lovers, this is the game, alright? This is the game. So let's jump into a battle, a quick battle to show you guys how the combat is going to be like. Now everything else in the game is again very similar to Nikke, but right now for the combat system itself, this is going to be the important one, right? This is going to be much more similar or much more akin to Blue Archive. So you have all of these characters, alright, so basically you can put up to 5 characters in a team, alright? So once you have completed that, and you have this battle power that you can pay attention to versus the enemy, and then you can basically activate the battle. I will show you in ×1 speed, right? So every single time, every single character right here, you can see this is going to be the cost that is shared across all the characters. Alright, your character will be able to activate the skill. For example, if I were to activate this girl right here, she is going to cost 5 costs. So she's going to activate her skill. So the difference in combat is the battle system right here requires you to basically cast each of these full moon, half moon, and crescent moon. Alright, so let me cast this particular one. She's going to be my healer. And then last but not least, I cast this particular girl to activate. Okay, that's a half moon, crescent moon, and then let's upgrade. Let's cast a full moon. So now you can see I basically enter a higher, faster regen stat. So this is going to allow me to spend my skills more often, right? So that's going to be what it is. Battle system is quite similar to Blue Archive in that particular regards, right? If you're talking about the battle system as a whole. Now, in terms of everything else, the system is literally similar with idle games like Nikke or any of the AFK Arena or AFK Journey games, right? So you can see there's this thing which is going to be the nodes. Every time you push past the story, you are going to upgrade your basically your idle pool of resources, which you can access in the home page right here. So it's going to be this particular thing. So this is going to hold you, this is going to be upgraded depending on how much you have, right? So this thing is basically equivalence of battle data in Nikke, and then you have this thing which is equivalent of your credits in Nikke, and then you have one more currency that you need to upgrade your characters for, which is kind of similar to the let me see if I can show it. So this thing right here is similar to the core dust of Nikke. This is also going to be very important, and that's going to be what is gating you usually. Every 20 levels, you're going to need to consume that particular one. Now let's show you guys a little bit of the characters in the game. Alright, so I think this is going to be the most interesting one. Now this game takes inspiration of a setting where there's vampires, and of course even Van Helsing himself is available as a character in the game. So this is Van Helsing right here, as you can see. Interesting design, interesting character, but so far the artwork for the characters have been really good. Alright, so we have all of these characters going on. I did show her already earlier. So this is going to be Transcendent Amy, and then of course we got Limin, Hattie, we got Seth, which I did get lucky with. Alright, so some of these designs can be a bit creepy. She got an eyeball going on her chest right there. Very cool, very unique. We got Acapella right here. Okay, so these are going to be for the SSR characters. We got Jill Rain right here. Okay, so as you can see, I think the gender ratio is pretty balanced. We got some male characters going on as well. If you are looking for a much more balanced ratio, again, I have no idea if this is going to continue to be the case throughout, right? But right now you can see male characters, female characters, pretty balanced. I think this is a Blade Angel. I'm not sure what gender that is, right? More slightly female. Then we got someone like Reza along the way. So the art style is going to be quite distinct, quite unique. Alright, so we have all of these. Otavia, I think she is a very good looking character right here. And then we got Pavana right there. So yeah, character wise, I do think that they also have a bald woman that is not that strong, but yeah, this is her, right? Mass right here. So very creepy looking, very I would say different in terms of the gacha space. Like if you come from a much more like cutesy settings like Uma Musume, Blue Archive, now you come to all of these characters where they are like much more creepy and much more demonic, I guess. It might not be for some players, but you know, depending on what kind of... I'm gonna say that mostly guys are going to be playing this, right? But I would say give it a shot if you guys love the art style. I think that's going to be what it is. Also, I've heard a lot of people praising the English voice acting of this game as well. I haven't tried it, so I'm playing it on default, which is the JPVA, right? So you do get some of these characters for free as well. So other than that, everything else is going to be quite similar. You also have this thing called the transfusion. So basically, this is going to be your synchro slot similar to Nikke or any other idle games, right? You put 5 of the characters, the strongest characters you have, and then anyone else that you put below here will basically take place of the... it will basically follow the lowest level of the 5 characters that you place right there, right? So there's going to be the 160 gate later on as well, which is something that you have to be prepared for. That's going to happen when you reach there. So for me, I'm not there yet. Now alongside with that, there's going to be plenty of other contents as well. The story so far has been pretty good, pretty exciting. And then we got the current event going on right now. Pretty cool, alright. Most of the story seems to be fully voiced, which I do appreciate as well. Oh yeah, before I forget, make sure you guys are using the coupon codes. There's about 10 coupon codes so far. I will try to link it, and I'll try to pin it in the comment section below so you guys can see it for yourself. These are going to be all the coupon codes that are present right now when the game launch. So let's show you guys a little bit more about everything else that we have, right? So as you can see, we got Dutchman's Revenge, which I've yet to unlock, got the progress in the story. We got Infinite Abyss, alright? This is going to be the tower, alright? So you got Run General Tower, and then you got 4 of these, which I believe are like faction specific tower, right? Similar to Nikke. If you play Nikke, again, the reason why I mentioned that a lot is because I assume a lot of you guys probably are aware of what's happening in the game as well, right? So Tetra, Elysian, Missilis, so you're gonna have that specific tower. This particular game also has these specific factions, right? So Blood Arena is going to be the PvP. As you can see, there's 2 different forms of PvP. The Gauntlet has already been unlocked for me. You can basically fight some of these players and try to climb your rank. So you can, this is the defense team that the enemy has. At least PvP, you are locked to level 200, alright, that's going to be the threshold. You can also completely auto according to things, so that's going to be what it is, right? And so far, love the designs of this particular game, right? So you can see that Garlic Knight might look familiar to some of you guys. So a lot of people have been saying that that's the same guy from Elden Ring. I'm not sure if it is or not, right? But other than that, character design, very, very unique, very dark theme. And that's Clive Jr. that I'm basically taking down. Boom. Okay, so there you got all of this stuff. These things can be used to basically obtain more items in the shop later on, right? Now speaking of shop, let's show you guys a little bit of the shop. So this is the PvP shop. As you can see, you can actually buy shards, alright? So this PvP that we just do, alright, you can basically try to use this to purchase the shards for characters, which makes it sort of like valuable in a way. It is very expensive, right? You to be able to buy one. Wait, this is not shards, it's literally the character itself. 150k, so I have 1,500. It is going to be a while, it is going to be a long grind, but the fact that you can get characters straight up right here is going to be pretty cool, right? So that's going to be something that I believe a lot of players should try to target, alright? There's also going to be some of these blueprints as well. You can also get some of these, which are the spirits, which I believe this is going to be something akin to the dupes. And then there's also shards in this game. So this is going to be similar to moles in Nikke, where you open this up, alright, and then it's going to guarantee you one of these characters. Now the good thing is, right now you can see I'm so close, right? At 50, I will be able to obtain one of these characters. Now, as you can see, there's 2 types of moles. The perfect shard, that means this is perfect. You are going to guarantee SSR only. But there's this one that's advanced shard. This one has a chance to obtain some SR characters as well. So I'm not sure what is the rates right here, it's not written. So there's 2 types of shards, just be very, very careful. Perfect shard is probably going to be the one that most players are going to try to obtain, because this guarantees you the characters. So far the game feels relatively free to play friendly, I would say, right? Coming from a few of the other games, I would say the game is going to be quite decent in terms of the free-to-play friendliness if you at least know what you're doing and if you're consistently playing every single day. Now with that, let's show you guys a little bit of gacha pulls that I did yesterday to basically try to give you guys an idea of how it looks like when you're summoning in this game. The first red up character in the game. So I can do about... Oh wait, it uses different currency. This is standard ticket. So this is 3 pulls. Okay, I can only do about 10 pulls here, guys. Yeah, I can only do about 10 pulls. But I can do 20 pulls in the other one, I guess. Alright, let's do 20 pulls here first. And then we do 10 pulls in the other one. Wait, let me check my wish list, right? 1, 2, no 3. No 3. Okay. Sometimes that's just what it is. Now, is it a dude? Or is it a waifu? Oh, it's a waifu. Wait, it's a dude. Wait, it's a dude. Oh my goodness. The rounded dude look like he's from Elden Ring. Elden Ring, eh? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, let's give a waifu. Is he a waifu, guys? More dude. Okay, we got multiples. Okay, there's a lot of SR actually, right? Okay, I'm gonna spend... This is the important one. Can we get it here? Can we get Lamia? Third hammer! Oh my goodness! Here comes 4%. We don't mess around with 4%. Please be waifu, please be waifu. Waifu, 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 waifu. Waifu? Waifu or not? Okay guys, who shall it be? Who shall it be? One tag? No way, right? Who is it? Another dude? No, it's a waifu we saw earlier. Okay. Here comes Seth, Agent of Aeon. Okay. A little bit huge, a little bit of eyeballs in the middle of the chest, a little bit creepy, but we take it. Alright, we take it. Seth is a dude name. Dude name? I'm surprised it's not Lamia, eh? This is super rare. Super rare. Okay. So if Seth is here, so we take it. Okay, Golem. Alright, so that is going to be it for this particular video, guys. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like and let me know what you guys think of Silver and Blood. Are you guys playing it? Are you guys currently playing it? Do you guys plan to play it? Don't forget to do the survey as well. I did the survey. You get 300 bloodstones. So 3,000 of these premium currency above my head. 3,000 will give you 10 pulls. So that's going to be something that I guess that particular aspect is also similar to Nikke. Yeah, right? 3,000 gems, 3,000 bloodstones. So it is what it is. So with that, that's gonna be it. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.